Ready? Yeah. Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Female Perspective Podcast. I'm Carson, one of your hosts.
And I'm Izzy, the other host.
And today we have, drumroll please, Izzy, a special guest, Madhu.
Hi, guys.
Welcome, Madhu. Would you like to introduce yourself first?
Hi, I'm Madhu. I'm 22 years old. I'm sort of a student at Shippensburg University. Yeah, that's about it.
Perfect. And could you tell them what we're talking about today?
We're talking about red flags in female friendships.
Yeah. Does anyone want to start with their first one?
Okay, I'll start.
He's passionate.
Yeah, well, let her take it away.
My first red flag in female friendships is when they can't put efforts into friendships, but they can put efforts into relationships.
Okay, that goes into one of my red flags because
Okay.
you're like friends with a girl, you're besties, and then all of a sudden they get a boyfriend, and it's like you never see him again.
But yeah,
Like-
but the thing is they can't expect you to be there when the boyfriend breaks their heart.
No, then they turn to you, and then you're like, "Girl, we ain't
Yeah, but I'm
even
not free
friends
therapy.
anymore." Yeah,
I'm not free there.
I'm not free therapy. If you're not going to listen to me once, you're not going to listen to me twice.
we should just quote Madhu this whole. I'm
Yeah,
not free there.
It's just a whole bunch of quotes.
The perfect guest.
This is the perfect topic because you're so passionate about
Yeah,
it.
because I've had so many friendships that had so many red flags in them, and I didn't realize that until later.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good question. Have you guys ever had, like, how many friendships have you like been through that like just broke off?
Broke off because of the red flags.
For what reason?
Just in general.
Multiple.
Just in general.
If you're saying in general reasons, multiple,
Yeah.
but they were all for different reasons, not just red flags.
Okay.
It was like more like their character, their morals. It was like more stuff added into it, but the red flags just top it off, basically.
Like the cherry on.
Yeah,
top.
the
Literally,
cherry
that's the
on
peak, and then
top.
after that, I'm like, oh no, I'm not taking any more of it.
Okay. What about you?
I've had a lot, but I think a lot of them just fade with
Yeah.
time. Like, I think going from high school to college, a lot of them just gradually fade away.
So you think it's like friendships for a season, those type of friendships?
in a way, yeah.
Because like it's not like you're like you don't have beef with them anymore. It's just
Right.
like you don't see them as much because you're not in the same school as them. It's like
Right.
you're not on
Yeah.
bad terms. You're just like, I guess like acquaintances now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Ever since like I came to college, I've started like realizing you meet so many different people in college, obviously, and so you start to see things in a friendship that, like, okay, you meet somebody and then you notice like a red flag and you kind of just like brush it off, but then as you like progress through college, those red flags start to like
You
make
look back and you're like-
how did I not know?
But how did you even let that slide? That's what I
yes.
think about too. Like
Yes.
why?
At
Like,
that point in time, yeah.
no, literally, because you're like, okay, if it happened to me now, you'd be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
But back then, how were you supposed to know?
Okay,
Right.
wait, can I share my red flag?
I was
got
about
one.
to say I want to hear it.
All right, so this one is when you meet somebody and they say, this isn't targeted at anybody, but I'm just putting this out there.
Okay.
I have no friends. Everybody just does me so dirty. And they just like victimize themselves and say that they lost all their friends because they're so mean to them. And like at first I kind of just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like we could be friends. But then you like become friends and you're like, okay, there's a reason why you don't have friends. And I don't know how I didn't pick up on that.
No, because that's crazy that you said that because I literally made a TikTok about that. Because it makes sense though. Like it's the energy change. Like I don't like that at all.
Like maybe you were the problem.
Yeah. But that's the thing. They're not self-aware. I think that's what it is. They're not self-aware, but in order for people to accept them, they have to play that sympathy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense then, yeah. To find
I'm like
acceptance.
thinking of like it's like I have a saying. It's like they're just like they need everyone to feel bad for them.
Oh, that's good.
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I get what you mean, yeah.
It's like it's a sympathy sad story basically. Like hey my life's like hey like cheer me up. Basically like give me the compliments that I'm not getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this is so much tea.
No, it is.
Do you have a nicer red flag, maybe?
Well, I didn't write any down, but I did bring questions
Okay, let's hear.
to kind of like break it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the questionnaire with
I say
her
we do a
iPad.
red flag and then a question. Red flag and
Oh,
then a
I
question.
like that.
Okay. What is the craziest thing a friend has ever done to you?
Like
Oh my! I'm gonna break this up. Literal Nagasaki bomb just dropped.
what?
That
you talking-
question.
About Oh,
That's
the
like-
question was like a bomb?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about like something that happened in your friendship.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
I was like,
no.
wait, I'm confused when that happened.
No, me too. Do you have one that like pops into your head?
No.
I have be more a little bit more specific, like someone that like backstabbed you, basically, like that did you dirty.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, because that's kind of like on the level of red flags, I'd say.
Okay, I have this. I have like
The eyebrow raise.
Yeah, I was like, so I had this one friend. I would say in college, I don't hate her or anything, but the way that our friendship grew was not okay. We weren't growing as people. We were just basically staying in the same place. And the thing is, I tried to better myself, but that didn't necessarily mean I didn't want to better myself with her. It's just I had different times. Like, everyone has their own lifestyle.
Right.
I wanted to wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym because I didn't want to go during the
That's
day.
literally what I'm experiencing right now.
What do you mean?
Like differences in lifestyle?
I was just talking to her because we were talking about doing this podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, my main thing is like, I'm at the point where like I want to grow, I want to have goals. And if people just want to get drunk every single weekend, sleep until 1 p.m., like,
Right.
don't want to do anything that I want to do to help me
Right.
grow, then why are you in my life if you're not gonna?
And that's the thing, Kirsten, like, that's fine. But the thing is, like, I tell people, like, you can't judge how they're living their life. But if it affects you, if you need
I
to
don't
cut
care
them
what
off
you
for
do.
peacefulness, do that.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I tell people, like, it doesn't matter what they do, but if it's affecting you, you're allowed to take a step back. So you can't force someone to stay in your life.
Yeah.
Have you had any friendships like that where like you felt like guilty and you had to stay because of something?
I think, yeah. I'm trying to think of like one example of it, but I'd probably definitely have, because I feel like I'm really easily influenced. So I think like it's bad. So like whenever I'm in situations, I think I can be like pushed one way or the
Right,
other.
but the thing
for
is,
sure.
like, it's who you surround yourself with. They could push
Yeah.
you to be good or push you to be bad.
Right.
It's basically what you choose.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree that who you surround yourself with is
who you become.
That's what Carson was just saying yesterday.
I feel
Yeah.
like that's a kind of a hot take. Some people don't believe
Really?
that. Yeah, because I'll tell you right now. Well, I can use this name, Rushik, my boyfriend. His
Okay.
his college roommates, none of them are like him. None of them.
And he's still like,
And he still hangs out with them because he likes to do things with them, but he doesn't catch on to their personality and stuff. So I say there are some cases like that, but for girls, it's one thing I saw on TikTok. Misery loves company. That's
Oh.
why if you're in a bigger
Oh.
friend group, it's because you guys are always gonna agree with each other. If you say, "Hey, I hate this girl," what are all the other girls gonna say? I hate them too. It's
Why are you pointing at me? She's
I
always
can't hear
adding
this
me.
out on the camera right now, but yes, I have seen many examples of that.
But it's just like it's
Yeah.
a choice. It's truly a choice in life, and it's I don't know. You're allowed to make mistakes. That's what I tell people. Like, you're allowed to lose friends. Like, you're supposed to grow. It's everyone's first time living life.
Period.
That's what I tell people. Like, you can't be too harsh. But if you are repeating the same thing 4 or 5 times, that's not a mistake.
Forgive, but
Yeah.
don't forget.
I'll never forget.
Yeah.
What? Forgiveness
forget.
is for myself, not them. And I'm gonna document that, and I'm gonna have all the screenshots on my iPad, backed up on iCloud.
Oh no.
Because you're not gonna say
Bro.
2 years later, "Oh, but I didn't do that to her."
It's here.
you
Pull
did,
up the
though.
receipts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you did though. Like, that's one thing I don't like when friendship breakups. They twist the story.
Yeah.
That's a red flag too. But I feel like that's in general like
Yeah.
not good.
Have you guys had any memorable friendship breakups? Like that kind of like pivoted your life in a way.
Yes.
You go first. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. I don't think she would care because we spoke. I won't say the name, but we were best friends in high school, like super, super close. And then we started becoming friends with other people. And I think we kind of realized like we weren't each other's like number one best friend anymore. And it kind of just like fell apart.
Okay.
And it
well,
was
I
like
have a
my
question to
first
that.
friendship that like I felt like I was like being broken up with. I was like,
My heart.
But now she's at be still my beating heart. Now she came to Shippensburg and we had a class together and we spoke and we like made up and stuff. We're not
That's
really
good.
like friends anymore.
You're on good terms.
But we are
You're
yes.
on good terms.
Yes.
The question I wanted to ask off of that: do you guys care about labels in friendships? Like, hey, that's my best friend.
No, that's so stupid. That ain't my thing. Maybe it's yours.
No, it's not.
Okay.
The thing is, I hate when people do that to me. Because just like you said, that was my biggest friendship breakup. It was my high school best friend. And basically, you know, we went to 2 different colleges. She went to Michigan. I still stayed in Pennsylvania. But we got new friends. And, like, you know, other people would call me their best friend. And she would see that and she would get upset.
Yeah.
But, like, it makes sense, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that... It's just, like, it's... I think it's, like, an obsession thing. Or what is it? Not obsession. What is it? Oh, my God.
Like attachment?
She's thinking.
Oh, my God. Maybe it is an attachment.
It's almost like territorial.
There it is.
Yeah.
It's territorial. But, like, you can't say that to your best friend. Like, you want them to make new friends and not feel alone at college. Like, that's the mentality.
Yeah.
But I think, like, once again, just like you said in your situation, like, you just grew apart. And, like, I guess, like, it got worse because, like, you weren't together. So, obviously, it made it more, like, upsetting. And, like, emotions would come out. I definitely said things I regret to her. 100%.
Yeah, me too.
But it's out of anger, though. Like, everyone does it. It's like, they act like they've never done it before. You know what I mean? But it's okay, though. Like, you were on good terms. I'm on good terms with her, too. I think I texted her, I reached out to her. So, yeah, we're on good terms. And I actually saw her in person for the first time after, like, 7 years.
Dude, that's when you, like, poop your pants. You're like,
What do you think I did? I was in the Sephora. I ducked down and I ran out.
And you hid. Yeah.
I ran out.
Ran for her life.
I ran. Like, they probably thought I stole something. Like, I ran.
Like,
It's
catch
okay.
her.
No, literally. And, like, she didn't see anything up, but I texted her. I was like, oh, I just saw you. Like, I didn't know if I want to say hi. She's like, no, you should have. So, like, that's what I mean. Like, I know we're on good terms, but, like, I don't think, like, I was ready, obviously, to, like, go up to her. Like, how would you feel?
Yeah.
Like, obviously,
That's-
anyone would be nervous and, like, awkward.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
weird. Ooh. Red flag?
Yeah, I was gonna say, your turn. Red flag.
Oh, no. I didn't come with a list, so I was just gonna, like, bounce off. But I think one of my red flags would probably be, I don't know, like, whenever you can show up for them, but they don't show up for you in certain situations.
In every situation.
In
In every
everything.
situation. Because I'm sorry, like, if I'm gonna be there for you, I do expect that back.
Yeah.
But, like, once again, like, it's different. Like, you don't owe me anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if, like, but, like, it's just a respect. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, if you asked me to, like,
Friendships.
take you somewhere one time, and like, a week later, I'm like, hey, like, can you take me? It shouldn't be a problem.
Right.
Like, let's say I'm busy. Like, every time. Like, if I ask every time, you're like, I'm busy. Like, obviously, you don't want to take me.
Yeah,
Just
you don't.
tell me.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like, don't push it off. Just be direct with me.
Don't lie. I see through your lies.
Well, usually if you're, like, their friend, you know whenever they're lying. You can tell.
You
So I
think
feel
so?
like it's
Like, you
obvious.
think you're being sly. Like, I know you. I know you.
I'll be honest. So one time there was this friend that I didn't want to be close with, and I tried to distance myself from her, and like
Yeah.
she basically didn't let me. She like kept like it was just like I just like felt like
so
I just like it was the growth part. Like
Yeah.
it just things she was doing and saying around people, like even me. I was like I didn't feel comfortable. It affected me mentally. Like I don't hate her, but I just don't want to be around her, and that's okay.
That's
Yeah.
my thing. Like, everything on TikTok's like, if people aren't helping you grow to be who you want, like, it's okay to distance yourself.
It
It's okay.
is.
But then they don't. There's no tips on, like, how to effectively do it so you don't hurt them or they don't
Yeah.
think that you're
Well-
being mean.
Well, what I did was I just told her, hey, I'm busy right now. Like, because I was busy with school and everything, but it is what it is. She said, like, oh, I wish you just came to me instead of lying to me about it. But I was like, you would have been upset. Like,
If
that's what I'm
you-
saying.
yeah.
Like, you're trying to do it in a respectful way. And I just said, like, I was busy. Like,
It's hard. It's hard.
I know.
Yeah, and it's hard to, like, slowly distance yourself over time without them, like, completely noticing right off the bat.
Right.
Like, especially if you're really close or, like, you hang out a lot from the get-go.
Right. I think it's one thing I think is especially hard with friendship breakups is if you have a mutual friend.
Oh, yeah, the in-between.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bro.
That's whenever it gets messy.
Yeah.
You try to introduce your friends to your other friends, or then they become better friends.
Yep.
Or then they don't. Then they become friends. Oh, all of a sudden they're not friends. So now it's like,
Yeah.
I can't hang out with you if you're hanging out with
And
that
that's
person.
why I like get hesitant to introduce my friends to my other friends because I'm like, what if they have issues with each other? So now you're telling me I can't be in the same room as you two?
Or
Just
they
because you
or
guys-
they fall in love with each other.
I don't give a damn about that. That's your love life.
No,
Be
but
there.
then they break up, and then it's like,
oh, you're talking about couples.
yeah,
boy-
like guy
boy-
friends and
whatever.
girlfriends. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god.
That just added layers to this.
No, because I didn't honestly I guess I experienced that in high school, but more in college.
Yeah,
with
college,
Rush,
not
but,
guys. And
I'm not gonna lie to you, obviously, I wasn't a part of it, but I watched it happen, and it was, obviously more awkward for everyone else than me. But I'd be,
Yeah.
a little icebreaker. 'Cause I didn't care. I wasn't hurt. I just walked down all happy. I was like, why is it so silent?
that's
Why is it so silent?
I'm like, why are you guys not talking?
bro, Madhu.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I hate projection. I really do. If you have some type of problem, talk to someone about it. I'm sorry. The thing is with friendships too, you are not free therapy. I was a free therapist for 17 plus fucking years. You can cut that word out if you want. But I had to curse for that because I lost so much of my life just giving advice to people that did not listen or not even in my life anymore when they could have gotten it from a therapist. Dead ass. They got it for free. And I tell people it takes oh so much. You're human too.
Yeah.
When you hear someone Raina, it's okay. Obviously if you have to rant to me, it's okay, but it's to a limit. Especially when you're an adult. You don't have free time. You barely So I think that's one red flag in friendship is when they're constantly complaining about
Oh
stuff
my
that they.
goodness.
That's one of Carson's red flags that she had.
Yeah, I don't.
ahead, you said it.
Just being around Debbie Downers and people who are just always negative. like we were talking about who you surround yourself with.
Debbie Downers, negative Nancy's.
Yes,
Exactly.
I don't want to
Yup.
be with someone who's always complaining about their job, always complaining about their life. Most people in the world work. Most people do not enjoy their job. They don't
Or their
enjoy.
life.
Yeah.
Or their life.
Seriously, realistically,
Yeah.
no one is worried about you. They are worried about themselves. They don't have time to worry about you, but you have time to think about yourself like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay to rant and talk about things when you're mad.
Yeah, but if you that's what I'm saying. If you want to reach out, hey, I need advice on something. That's different than
Yes.
just oh my god, da, 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 da.
All the time. All the time.
Yeah.
Texting me in person. This. I'm like, dude, my life also has problems, but since we're hanging out, can we try and be positive and talk about good things?
Because you
instead?
don't want to be. No one wants to be around negativity.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what
brings you so down.
people don't realize that because for them it uplifts them. For some people, being
That's
negative
true.
uplifts them. Why do you think some girls literally get off by being mean to other girls? That is what gives them that
Bro.
high in life.
But dude, this is why you should have been a therapist. That's why you were a therapist for 17 years. This is
Yeah,
good
literally.
stuff. I feel like
She
I'm having
learned from
therapy.
Anyone wants to hire me or pay for my doctorate? Let me know.
Go fund me in the bio.
Yeah, we'll link in the description.
But
Now we
do
can link
Williams.
now.
Put my LinkedIn. That's $500.
When all they do is just speak over you.
Okay, I'll be honest. I do that a lot. Only no. Wait. What do you mean?
But use my
Wait,
red
what do
flag.
you mean speak? Oh, wait, I interrupt people because I have to ask a question because I have ADHD and I will forget. If
We
you're
can
telling
tell,
a
yes.
story, I'm like, wait, who is this again?
No.
Clarification.
You're telling me a story and I'm trying I'm trying to ask you a question or be like, oh yeah, and give details.
Yeah.
And you just keep talking right over me I'm not even there. Just keep talking.
Why do you have people like that do that to you?
Good question.
Just go silent. If they do that, just go.
I do. I literally have been. I literally just be like,
I'm like, are you done?
you can testify to that. You've seen it.
I'm not
head.
speaking about that.
Okay, give us a red flag. Let's move on.
Do you want to do a question?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can do
yeah.
a question.
Wait, let me ask the question to you.
I will only have 2 written down because I only could think of 2, but I can think of more as we talk. 'Cause
Okay,
I
I
can
got
think
one.
of stuff
I got
on the
one.
spot.
Do
Well, you just read it. I got one. Let me read it off your sheet.
Do you think it's easy to see red flags right off the bat when you find a friendship?
Like when you first meet them?
Yes.
Like how you introduced me to her, like that, like what do you mean? You have to
Well,
explain
it
that.
was her questions.
Well, explain the question.
So it's kind of like
she wrote the. Oh my god, I'm so dumb.
no, you're fine. Like the way that I wrote it down was kind of like, do you think that early on in your friendship you can see things that you kind of just like brush over?
Early on in the friendship, not when
Yeah.
you first initially meet.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
never mind. Okay.
Yeah, you can't make a friendship off of a 40-minute conversation. I don't think so.
I think off of a 40-minute conversation, I can tell if we're gonna get along.
Yes.
If we're gonna get along.
Okay, so what signs do you like? Is this what you're asking? Like, what signs right away
So
do you like
basically,
know
you
that
see?
you're not getting along?
Yeah.
With? Yes.
Yeah.
well, now, yes, after going through multiple types of friendships. If you asked me that in high school, absolutely not. I was a people pleaser. I liked helping people. That's why I was free. I like that.
Yeah.
That gave me happiness, but people took advantage of it. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just like basically, if I'm sad, I'm gonna come to you, but then I'm gonna disappear. And God forbid, I would text them. God forbid. I'm sorry, I'm busy. You're not busy with your boyfriend though. Ooh. That's another red
Do you
flag.
hear that? Do you see that behind me? Fire is burning.
Add a little fire.
Edit it in here, Carson. Wait, edit it next to Madhu. That's perfect.
Oh my god, wait, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Wait, okay, so you said that you went through like different kinds of friendships. Like, how would you kind of categorize friendships?
Basically, like friend groups. I've gone
Okay.
through like friend groups, like two best friends, and I.
Yo,
friends with them.
three
I
don't
have
work.
one up here actually, and I'm not friends with them anymore. Thank God. Bad news. They have a bad rep up here, anyways. Like that's what I'm saying. The thing is, God has always removed people out of my life before they fuck up, and I get involved with them. Like now they got a bad rep all around the school, and I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care about being alone. That's one thing. I'll tell you. Like some people, like they have to be surrounded by people. Like they cannot be alone.
Yeah.
For me, I like my alone time. I respect my alone time, and I need it.
That's how
So
I
like I would rather have no
Me
friends
too.
than be surrounded by 10 people that they just talk shit about each other behind each other's back. Like those two friends, they would just constantly talk about each other, but they're still friends. They're besties. They're besties. Though.
That's a red flag. When
they're
people,
besties on Instagram, Snapchat. Apparently, they're inseparable.
when your friends just constantly like talk about other people, then you're like, I know that you're talking about me to other people.
So
When you can kind of piece it together.
yeah, you're like, if all you do is talk trash, then when you're with other people, you're definitely talking trash about me.
do you think there's a difference between trash or like shit talking? Well, sorry, trash talking and talking about what someone did to you. That's a hot take too that I've seen because shit talk. I think
it's
this
different.
girl
I think it's
answer.
different.
shit talking is like calling people names, like, oh, that bitch is so da da da. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? When you're telling a story, I think it's different. Do you know what Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, because you can tell a story about something, but you don't have to be like outwardly shit talking them at the same time.
Right.
You can like do it in a different way to
Where
where
in
like
high school, like once again, like you don't have.
hit recording.
yeah. I feel like too as like post grad, whenever you start like transitioning into a new lifestyle, I think your standards become more defined, and I
Right.
think that you can kind of like I don't know how to
you can
describe it.
grasp.
Yeah.
Literally, you can like see it more clearly.
Right, and you can see, and that comes with maturity too. Is you can see more things in friendships more clearly.
Can you guys
Yeah.
like feel your frontal like fucking cortex like developed? Like this
It's getting
like-
bigger.
Like I'm like, why does like life feel so
can't.
fucking clear? I'm like, I never like could understand or like even process certain things that I can now.
It's
Yeah.
like gaining consciousness.
No, literally, and it's scary.
You gain consciousness at 20.
Maybe. Well, your brain's not fully developed until you're what, 25?
25. Yeah.
That's
Why
what I'm
you're not
saying.
supposed
Like,
to drink till 20. Like, we're still developing.
okay,
Yeah.
listen, that's all I'm gonna tell you guys. Let all these kids vape, smoke, do whatever. Natural selection. It's the Hunger Games. If you're alive longer, you win. That's what I tell people at this point in life. It's the Hunger Games. Natural
Vape-
selection.
making that
into
a TikTok reel.
Vaping's the Hunger Games.
You were speaking of like that as a TikTok reel right there. Listen, natural selection. I used to vape. I'll put that out
It's
there
okay.
on the internet. I
Me
used
too.
to vape.
Okay. It was bad.
Don't we all drink still? Like I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But we drink in moderation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're not day drinking every day.
Yeah, guys,
Go
we're
to
gonna,
an AA meeting if you are doing that.
yes, we're gonna try
Please.
and have Madhu on and do a drinking thing.
In
one
moderation.
In moderation.
In moderation. What do you
During the
define
week.
an alcoholic?
Drinking every day. Actually, I heard on the radio that if you have more than 7 drinks in a week, you're considered an alcoholic.
Damn.
Yeah, which
Well,
is
everyone at Wibbs is then.
no, literally,
Yeah.
especially during
Everyone at
happy
Wibbs is
hour.
then.
Happy hour, they order 7 in one sitting.
Literally.
Yeah,
And I think it was like if you even like come home from work and like think about sitting down and having like a beer, like that's like alcoholic tendencies.
Do people
I
think
don't
like,
quote me on that, but like
do
that's
people
what I
think,
heard.
Like, do people think like that?
I do sometimes. I come home from a long day and I'm like, man, I could crack a beer, but
To
I've
take
been-
the edge off?
Yeah, but I've been.
I need to eat a buffalo chicken dip to take the
Oh, that sounds so
That
We're
good.
going
sounds so
buffalo
good.
chicken dip. Or we're going
Yo,
You're punching me
we
in
get
the face.
whenever we would go for what was it, trivia last semester?
we went for
and we would
Wednesday
get buffalo
trivia.
chicken
That's
dip,
my favorite. You know,
half
I ordered it
off
from
with the
20
blue cheese dip.
Yeah, the blue cheese is so good.
I hate the blue cheese.
You
I don't
hate
like
the blue
cheese?
I get my buffalo chicken dip, extra creamy. The chef knows exactly how to make
Extra
it.
creamy.
It's so good. It's so much better. I don't like chunkiness.
Oh,
It's a dip.
yeah.
It's supposed to be creamy. It's not supposed to be chunky. That's salsa.
Salsa.
It's salsa, yes.
creamy.
Wait, the fact that the chef knows exactly what it's you that's ordering the extra
Yeah.
creamy buffalo dip. No, their chips are so good at Arugas.
Red flag. They don't like buffalo dip.
Yeah. Red flag. They don't like cats.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna say they don't like animals. I couldn't live with you. I couldn't come to your house and there's not an animal in there.
Yeah, it's like you live alone. You just live in your own silence. Red flag.
That is living in your own silence severely, though.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine
I want to
living in
get
my
those
apartment.
kitties on camera, but I don't know if my roommate's in there. Let me see if her
No,
car's out there.
I think it is.
No way.
I'll bring her out. I'll bring her out.
Oh my god.
Madhu, are you ready?
Oh gosh.
She's a little squirmy. And scared. You can put her down here. Oh gosh.
She's running.
Well. Did you enjoy those 4 seconds?
What? Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget your mic.
Sorry.
All right, we'll continue now. Sorry.
Carson, do you have any
like-
questions?
No, she just
Yeah,
ran away.
I was like a little jungle gym. Ow. Okay.
Bailey, if you're watching this, we love your cat. Thank you.
Just one of them, not the other one.
The other one's like too scared.
Aw.
I did have a red flag. I'm trying to think. Being loud is one of them.
Oh.
Madhu, you are loud, but not as loud as some of my other friends. But that's like just like inconvenience, not like red flag. Like I'll be talking. Skylar knows this because she'll come downstairs. It'll be like
That's just
it'll be like
inconvenience is crazy.
10 a.m. I just woke up and she's like screaming, and I'm like, Skylar,
Oh.
Skylar, please, it's 10 a.m. and my ears are pulsating.
When I had roommates, yeah, I didn't do that. I'm talking about like in general.
Well, no,
loud.
she's just a loud person in general.
Oh.
But like sometimes I'll be like, Skylar, you're screaming. She's like, sorry.
Okay, the low key that's my parents to me.
No, but sometimes when you get excited, you just get
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah, but
When
you're not constantly talking like this loud. Oh my gosh, guys, I love talking about red flags.
Gosh.
Like I'm just a naturally quieter person, I think. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
You're very calm and collected.
Thank you. Yes.
Calm and collected, Carson.
So when someone comes in,
Ooh, that's a
CCC.
good brand name. Trademarked.
copyright not here. I'm gonna fix my LinkedIn and link it in the bio. Calm, cool, and collected Carson.
I think that's perfect.
Thanks, Madhu.
Of course.
You'll get 10% of all my royalties.
10%.
10% is better than 0%. That's
Hey, there's a little bit of profit.
Literally.
Okay, back to red flags.
Do you have any more off the top of your head?
You didn't say any.
I'm here to bounce off and do questions.
Um,
I said one. I'm
I would say
contributing.
when, well, it goes with the like whole like when they have they have a significant other. How are you able to see them that often, but you can't see your friend?
Yeah.
That's one thing. I'm sorry. Like when one of my friends got into a relationship, I literally haven't seen her since. Girl said bye bye.
Moop.
Like I don't care. Like if they break up, I'm not talking to her. That's it. Like you can't expect someone to do that. Like you just
I
can't.
agree.
Yeah.
And like I just hate when they can't make time for you, but they can make time for their boyfriend. Or when they say like, oh, like, I'm working on myself. Then why are you texting on Hinge? You're not working on yourself. You're working on something else. So
A different project.
yeah, a different project. Exactly. Like, that's so
can't.
annoying.
I've never met someone who did that though. That said that they were gonna like.
I've
I just
not
don't know
either.
anyone on dating apps though. I know. I don't have any of my friends. I don't think any of my friends are.
Good for you. Some of my
Well, they
friends are
used
on
to
it, like,
be.
for, like, actually funsies, like, just to, like, swipe and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, some people actually, like, are looking for
Yeah.
love on there.
Yeah.
I'm like, be so for real. Oh, my God. It's not, like, more of a red flag. It's just, like, a friendship thing. It's just,
No,
like,
go
I
ahead.
can't be in a
I'm
friendship
thinking.
where they make time for the other girlfriends, but not you. Like, I literally had this friend, literally would hang out with all her, and I would try to take the effort and drive 45 minutes to see her in Philly. This is at SJU. This was when Rashik was in college, and he,
Yeah.
like, those girls, like, there's no names used, so, but I literally, it was, like, that friendship thing. It was the energy. Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to put in that effort, but, like, they just didn't care, I guess. But they expected me, like, to answer them, like, be there
Yeah.
for them. I literally got one of my cat. I didn't pay for it, but, like, I found her a cat up here because she wanted an orange cat. And, like, I brought it home and I waited for her to come up and get it. Like, would you do that for someone?
I would.
Yeah, that's what I'm
love
saying. Because you're
cats.
good. Like, that's what I'm saying. You're a good person, though.
Yeah.
Normal people don't do that. You understand that?
Maybe they do.
No, they don't. I'm telling you, none of my friends would just if I said, hey, like, can you get the cat for me? Keep it in your place.
Oh yeah, that's a
Until,
lot.
mind you,
until
I have
I
3 other
come.
cats at this time. Toby and my roommate's cats. So
That's
like
a lot.
I didn't mind though, because once again it was out of love. I didn't expect anything back, but I just wanted
Yeah.
to do it because I like the friendship, like I like you. But like it was just, oh my God.
Yeah.
I just know now what I want in a friendship, and like I think you said, can I see it early on?
Yeah.
Yes, I can now.
Yeah.
I can definitely. But like, for example, for you, like I can tell we're gonna get along very well. Like I really don't think I would ever have a problem with you. Like I
She
could initially
gets
tell
along
that.
with everybody. It's insane.
That's good though. You're a people person, but you're not a people pleaser. And that's what I tell people. It's good to be a people person, but not a people pleaser.
Yeah, there's a big difference between the two.
Yeah, listen, I used to be a people pleaser. I admit it though. I don't care though. It was more of like it made me happy. I
Yeah.
didn't really care if they accepted me or not. Like, I
Right.
didn't just do stuff so they would like accept me. It's just, it made me happy. I don't really care if other people like judge me for like, oh, she's friends with everyone. Oh, like everyone knows her. Like, okay, and
Yeah.
Okay, my final remark. Sorry, were you?
No, go ahead.
Okay, my final remark is, yes, we've been talking a lot about red flags. I am aware that I also have red flags in a friendship. I'm not perfect. I'm going through friendship drama literally 24/7 because being friends with girls, that just happens, comes with the territory. If you are my friend and you're watching this, I respect you. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for watching this. Special shout outs to Haley, Casey, Brooke. I think that's all that I have my shout outs for. But thank you guys for supporting our video, our podcast, our channel. I respect it more than you know.
We love it. And thank you to our special guests for
Yes,
coming.
thank you,
thanks for
Madhu.
having me, guys.
Don't forget to check out our TikToks and our Instagram. They're going to be linked in the bio. And feel free, no one comments on our videos, but if you have any red flags, feel free to...
I will report your comment if you say something rude and block you. I personally will. I'm protecting my peace this year. Sorry.
Okay, anyway, guys, we have a special...
I personally will do it.
a special week this week. We have 2 episodes coming out, so we have one airing Sunday. This one's airing, I don't know, remember.
This one's airing
Monday,
on
6 p.m.
Oh, she knows. When's the other one?
knows.
Tuesday? Thursday. I know one of them
It's
is a
on
Lego
Thursday.
set.
Yeah, it's on
Yes.
Thursday.
Anyways, thank you, Madhu.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
for having
you.
me, guys.
Looking forward to having you on again.
Of course.
Yes, sometime soon for sure.
Yes.
And that was the Female Perspective Podcast featuring Madhu. I'm Carson.
I'm Izzy.
I'm a do.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you for watching.